We're gonna try this. Don't know how well this is gonna go at all. Alrighty. So hopefully the quality is okay. How's it going, man? Just chilling. Just chilling in Sandia, Texas. A very small town. Gonna go for a walk later, but that's later. Right now, Patron? I think, yeah. I think yes, indeed. You know, Hulk Hogan get a shout out. Oh, absolutely, absolutely, man. That's no, I'm not the biggest fan of wrestling because I think it's fake and gay, a lot of it. But there are some legends that are characters that are like go beyond just wrestling. Hulk Hogan's one of them. Undertaker's another one. John Cena, who really cares about him, really? The problem with John Cena is his image is like too clean. It's like, what is he? It's just not really a character. Hulk Hogan, The Undertaker, now those are characters. People like characters. You gotta be a cool character, man. So this shot is for the American legend. Probably one of the most American men in America. Look, even the owls are going on. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Hulk Hogan, man. Anyway, I did catch some of the Keemstar stuff this morning. I want to talk about that. It was wild. Didn't see that one coming. I mean, so really what it has been is, in short, if you haven't been paying attention, Keemstar and kid behind the camera, or Mike, have been messing with Becky, Becky's own universe. They're trying to destroy it, create, like some sort of like sabotage or whatever, and it worked. That's crazy. That is crazy. Um, and really exposed Becky for being a lying, grifting, money grubbing hoe that she is, that will sell out her own little audience that she built up on her channel just to go back and do business with Keemstar, even though she said she was not going to do that because, he's Satan, he's the devil. She's not going to do that. No, but she ended up doing that anyway, and then she was fired right after that because it was like, we got you, you you backstabbed your own people, you betrayed your own people, you showed yourself to be what you are, and we weren't really going to play business, play ball with you, be nice with you. We're just trying to expose you for what you are to your people, and then fire you, throw you back out. So that begs the question, like when kid behind the camera, Mike, revealed the script, the Becky Boop script for Queen Supreme. That was on purpose. That wasn't an accident. You know? It's like the involvement that he was working with her it could have been pretty extensive, you know, just a way to kind of like still be friendly and bring her back in, just to betray her, just to backstab her. Oh, oh man, that's funny. That's funny. Turn around and put your fingers in your butt. What? That's weird. That's a weird request there. Happy birthday to my friend Nick Gertz. Love you, man. Okay. Happy birthday, Nick Gertz. Guess we could take a shot for Nick Gertz. I don't know who Nick Gertz is. Brother, you look like you get high. Well, I mean, I'm not a square. Yeah, I partake in the devil's lettuce. Mmm. We doing another shot? Are we doing another shot? And for what? For what? What are we doing a shot for? If I had some on me, I may or may not. Another shot? What's it for? For America. A shot for America. You just got arrested for smoking. Well, if you're in jail right now, then you must be like on a burner that you had up your ass. Or they play my streams in prison to help put the prisoners to sleep. All right. I'll tell you what. I got a big grimy streamer. For gifted memberships or any super chats, I'll put the sunglasses back on. All right. Anyway, this shot's for America, greatest country. Not so happy that Trump is sweeping for Epstein. Not so happy about that. I have some feelings about that. I don't like that at all. Anyway. Anyway, it's a Friday. What are y'all doing? Hey Rizza, how's it going? Vertical streaming, really? Vertical streaming for real, bro. That's what we're doing here. Not streaming on the phone. Yeah, it does suck how things are now, man. Man, way expensive. Things are just way expensive. Way expensive, overblown, kind of sucks at times. If you want the quality, want to enjoy things, you gotta look for it. Yeah, I think it did pass Ghost of Cletus. I think it did. Ghost of Cletus. I think it did pass. That's right, because we want that list, man. We want to know who's on that. So that way we know who to hunt for in Minecraft or Roblox or whatever, okay? How are we doing, guys? It's a great Friday. I'm over here chilling in a nice little place that has very little internet reception. So I don't know, the signal might be horrible. My daughter's birthday. You are on your way to being UK 2.0. Oh yeah. See, the water keeps us safe from the Packies. We get the Mexicans, which I like Mexicans. I like Mexican food. I love it. Love that shit. Love that shit. Man, it's great. Guacamole, chile. Chile is real salsa. But salsa, fajitas. Oh man, it's great. They have all these names for different types of food, but it's all the same ingredients. What's a burrito? Tortilla, meat, cheese, beans, but it's just wrapped up. What's a taco? Tortilla, meat, cheese, whatever else you want on it. It's just held like this. And there's soft taco. Then there's hard taco. You just fry that tortilla. What's a torta? Ah, okay. Now we're bringing into the bread. Now we got the bread. Ah, okay. Mexican sandwich. Same thing though. This bread, meat, cheese, guacamole. Ever been out of the country? Yes. I was born out of the country. That is not true. Uh, sure, McBride. Call 911. You don't. You look absolutely insane. Okay. Look at that. All caps talking. All right. L stream. You are a PDF. What is he going off about anyway? Yeah. Yeah. I've been to Mexico, but everyone in Texas has been to Mexico. You you have to go to Mexico. I mean, it's anywhere else though. But I was born out of the country, so there's that. I don't know if that counts. He's a hater. I don't know why people have to hate. Oh, I know I upset some of the Kino Casino fans. I wasn't really trying to. I was just I was just saying Kino Casino totally missed a very funny moment of the Ethan Ralph El Salvadorian fish tank. That's all I was saying. And it is a funny moment. God forbid they tell a story that gives Ethan Ralph a little bit of a W. I mean, the story is, and this is true, yes, Ethan Ralph is a horrible piece of crap of a human being. Let me just go ahead and say that there. But yes, he did go to El Salvadorian fish tank called the Pond or something, and it's what you think it is. It's a watered down downgrade of fish tank, same height as fish tank. And Ethan Ralph was invited there, and he goes on there, and the first day they treat him like he's a king. They're like washing his balls with their tongue and all that stuff. He's totally trying to hit on one of the girls there. He's all like, "Oh, I talked to your sister and all that," and it was very, very funny, very funny. And and in one point they were sitting on the couch talking, and like they were the people there were trying to antagonize him, kind of mess with him. One was blowing bubbles in his face. The other one was like messing with him, like touching him. And that guy was called an MMA fighter. They said he was an MMA fighter. He kind of walked around like he was or whatever. Um, so Ethan Ralph starts pushing him and punches him, and then later on he wells on he starts punching this UK guy. No, he's Scottish. But the funny story is that the MMA fighter that he punched was like all crying about it afterwards. And we're talking about Ethan Ralph. Ethan Ralph cannot punch hard. Okay, the fact that Ethan Ralph punched anyone, and someone say maybe it was a lucky punch. Okay, fine, it was a lucky punch. But the funny story of that is that he made that guy cry, and he did cry. There was a whole portion afterwards, like in those reality shows, like the fish tank, they go into that special room and they have to talk to the head guy. He did that, and he was like, he was wanting to get off the show because he got hurt, he got injured, and it was so embarrassing because like it was Ethan freaking Ralph, man, Ethan Ralph, and it was like, all right, well, I mean, yeah, sure, it makes Ethan Ralph, I guess, get a little bit of a W, like a lowercase W, in the sense that he he was able to make that guy cry, but that's it. You missed that one little element, that one little story. That's it. That's it. But you get these people in the comments of that video bringing up phrases from 2018 like Gunt Guard. Dude, I think that's over with now, man. I don't think people really care. Ethan made his own W. He didn't need those two. That's right. That's right. He's the Ralph Mel. That's right, RZA. See, that's the thing, man. That's one thing I like about RZA. He doesn't really play like the team sports of it all. That's really homosexual. Like Team PvP or Team Warski or Team Kino Casino, Team Deadman, Team Ralph, whatever. That's like middle school girl stuff. It really is. It's middle school girl stuff are like extremely autistic and just dumb. Just I don't. It's really dumb, man. Your Mr. Medicare might be dead. Well, the grift isn't. We're still going to get Medicare streams. Gonna ignore the Amber Alert there. Mr. Medicare might be dead, huh? His wife is going to use his voice to create more streams. Yeah. Who was that guy that was doing the robot Medicare streams? Forgot that guy. Those are even funnier than the Medicare streams. That was funny stuff. That was good. But he's going to live on. He'll be a zombie. And all he has to do is say some stuff about Ralph, call him a bog hog. Remember that one stream that Medicare did, and he was like talking about Gothic King Cobra as if he was something new? Man, that was embarrassing for him. It was I think a year ago, and that's when I think I was like, okay. See, it used to be like when a Medicare stream come on, yeah, I'll watch, of course, because it's like I'm gonna watch it because people are gonna talk about it for sure. Might be something there worthwhile. Maybe it's out of habit. Maybe it's like tradition. Just doing that, just see what's going on. But then he started talking about Gothic King Cobra. I was like, Gothic King Cobra. Everyone knows about that guy. Everyone knows about Gothic King Cobra. He's the goth bad boy of YouTube. He's like YouTube lore, man. Let's talk about him as if he was brand new. It's weird. That's someone that like bottom of the YouTube talks about, like myself. Do you guys have any thoughts about Gothic King Cobra? Or Keemstar? The Keemstar or Becky stuff. That was pretty funny. That was a funny play. That was a very funny play. Got to hand it to Keemstar on that one. Got to hand it to Keemstar. And a wife beating Mike. Hey, even Keem called him that. If Keem is going to call him a wife beater, that'd be my defense there. I missed the last 3 or 4 Medicare streams. No hate, but it just wasn't the same. Yeah, relics of a bygone era. Yeah, it was really good. Man, okay. I want to talk about Jim. I want to talk about Jim a lot more. They're all abusive POSs. Little Keem. Keem is abusive. Mike is abusive. What about Gothic King Cobra? Gothic King Cobra's not abusive. Gothic King Cobra was actually, I think, abused by his last girlfriend. She was crazy. She was a nut job. But I not read your comment? Oh, I see it now. I hate how Jim won't go after JF or Noel. Well, with Noel, or what you mean, what's his name? Oh my god, what's his freaking name? Josh Moon. Right? You know, Josh used to work at Whataburger. I used to work at Whataburger. I always viewed us as Whataburger bros, okay? Because upper management would tell me, if you work at Whataburger, you're brothers with everyone. And that was how it's supposed to be, okay? But he does not see it the same way. I never really said anything bad about him. Other than echo some things I've heard about like him, you know, being into lolly stuff back in the day. He claims he's not into it now. Okay. People can reform. People can change, I suppose. You gotta just believe. I mean, it's like, do you believe it though? Josh has a lot of skeletons, I'm sure. I'm not aware of them. He still is. He still is a lolly lover. Necroshota. Like dead? I I don't understand the appeal of that. Yeah, cucumber slices would help for sure. I'm drinking water. Try to stay hydrated. Then I got this ranch water, which the commenter's right. I should start making my own ranch water. It'd be cheaper. Get some tequila and get some seltzer water and just mix it together. Was Nico like Catboy? Oh, weird. That's weird, man. Think he panders to turfs? The problem with turfs is that I would be revealing too much. I don't give a shit though. I, I only had 2 shots. I'm gonna withhold in that statement. He panders to turfs. I do like I do like some of what turfs say, like how men can't just be women. I'm saying it. I'm saying it, aren't I? But I have seen some men be more of a woman than what women are. You'll see them every now and then on your Twitter feed or X feed. At least I see them every now and then. I'm like, damn, that's like messing with the mind right there. That's like, wow, okay, that's very convincing. The hips, everything. Damn. And then you see some like skinny broad with like nothing, try to like present herself as if she has something. It's like, I don't know what to tell you. The man I saw before all that, they have the got all the work done. Damn, put you to shame. Seltzers turn you into Keemstar. Please stop drinking them. Yeah, I need to find an alternative. Like, I'm not bragging about the seltzers. I'm really not. It's kind of like, I guess I'm gonna have to start drinking like Michelob Ultra. Like the White Claws, I'm not gonna drink them. I just have to make my own. Or just drink tequila every now and then. I think tequila and vodka would be my thing. Though I am trying to like not drink as much alcohol. But let's face it. I need to get some in me for me to really start talking. Okay. High life is the champagne of beer. It is. It is. Let's see. Anyone have any other thoughts about Joshua Connor Moon? Since we're talking about him, how deep does the closet go? And why won't Medicare talk about him? Is it because it would upset Kiwi Farms? And he wants to be cool with them? I'm not worried about that. Kruger, your pants fell off? I think for the sake of the stream, I will put the sunglasses back on. Then I wouldn't be able to read chat. So there's that. Okay, we can have a donation goal. For 5 gifted members, or a donation goal of 20, the shirt will come off. There you go. I'll think I'll get so excited that the shirt will just come off. But you see, I'm always representing one of the coolest bands out there, underrated, Love Bites. If you like Iron Maiden, man, they're like Iron Maiden and Judas Priest, a little bit of Halloween. Or am I streaming tonight? Can't really stream here. I'm away from the shed, so no real proper streams. So I can't put anything on the screen to talk about it that way. We're just pretty much gathered at a table with some Patron, and this is my water. Rizzo, this is my water. My Patron. You really can't really tell the difference, but man, I'm at my parents' place. You think my parents are gonna allow me to pour out this tequila and fill it with water? The big baby. I think the next time I do a big baby stream, let me get some content to riff off of, like man babies complaining about like video game stuff, and that would be more appropriate. Like the baby podcast that Gahul used to do. People think I was part of that. Sure. But really, I think the better way to do that stream is to be a big baby yourself. Anyway. Yeah, Susan, you can't even say a cuss word or drink in front of your dad? Well, my parents like to drink. But I don't cuss in front of them. Did I cry when I heard Hulk died? No, I didn't. I didn't cry, but I did feel like an American hero, an American legend, dude. Like Hulk Hogan had his problems for sure, but like who doesn't? But he was definitely very like much an American legend. We lost a good one there. We did. And then Ozzy died before him. That was a metal legend. And of course he has his own skeletons. He's a weird guy himself, but man, if it wasn't for Black Sabbath, dude, you would not have you would not have the bands that you have today, man. And a lot of them are also washed up too. But man, Black Sabbath paved the way. Black Sabbath, and then Black Sabbath kicked Ozzy out because he's too much into the booze and drugs. And then that didn't phase Ozzy at all, dude. Ozzy just continued to have a great solo career. For Black Sabbath, what they got Dio on, and sure, that was fine. They had some cool songs, but just didn't even compete, man. Ozzy sold his soul. Well, yeah. But if your music is good enough to, I think, I would like to believe that his music was good enough to win God's favor. And like, you know what, man? You sold your soul to the devil, but I'm going to take that back. I'm going to take that back. And shout out to Ozzy. Let's do another shot here. Yeah. What was your favorite Ozzy Osbourne song? And don't say Crazy Train. Please don't say Crazy Train. Every time I hear people say reference Crazy Train, I mean, like, you are like... If you reference... Okay, if you say Crazy Train's your favorite Ozzy Osbourne song, you're like a mainstream fan, you know? Sir, it's not even noon yet. It's my vacation. This is my vacation. I don't know what you do on vacation. Uh, Ash fan. But on my vacation, I start drinking Planet Caravan. Oh, that is good. That is good. That is such a trippy song, man. That is such a trippy song. That is so good. Goodbye to Romance. Yeah. Mama, I'm coming home. Yeah. Um, Over the Mountains, pretty good. It's straightforward though, but it's pretty good. I really like Believe. Believe is really good as well. War Pigs. Oh yeah, War Pigs is a really awesome song, of course. Crazy Babies. Yeah, yeah. Mr. Mr. Crowley is a legend. Dude, Mr. Crowley is a legendary song. You know it's a legendary song, man. But even like video games are using it. Well, just out of myself as a nerd. There's a video game called Chrono Trigger, and I swear, one of the best role-playing games ever. Chrono Trigger. There's a song in that game, in the you guys aren't even gonna know this. In the game, there's a fortress ran by dinosaurs, and you have to kill them all. And the music in that level is like definitely a reference to Mr. Crowley. Randy Rhoads. Oh yeah, for sure. Who is the bass player though? Randy Rhoads is the guitars. The bass, dude. The basses was not joking around either. Don't tell me it was a rotating door of bass players. Diary of a Madman. Oh, great song and great album. Let me just take the shot. The bassist was from Quiet Riot. He was Randy's friend. Okay. Yeah, man, that bass player, he was on point. I was trying to convince the wife of that on the way up here, but her speakers weren't really doing the bass justice. Like, you really got to hear it in like headphones. You really got to hear it like cranked up high with a good bass, and like, man, you could hear it. It really pops. Like, even in Paranoid, like the bass is really just, there's a nice bounce to it. That I think even the covers, like Megadeth's cover was fine and all, but it didn't really capture. It doesn't really capture the full soul of the original. So this shot goes out for Ozzy. And if you guys like this stream, press the like button, and you want to throw me some other additional support, that's cool too. I'll make it worth your while with something. More shots, more stories. Reach my goal of 20 and we'll take off the shirt. Some say I have pepperoni nipples. If you want to see the pepperoni nipples. I'm not ashamed of it. I've already showed you guys before. Here we go. Shot for Ozzy. Alright, that was 3 shots. I can't do another free, man. So what's poppin', y'all? I mean, I'm out here relaxing, kind of on a family vacation sort of thing, because my daughter's birthday today. For the sake of transparency, I'll tell you that it's my daughter's birthday. But for also the sake of what's the word I'm looking for? Ambiguous. Can't tell everything, right? The internet is what it is. I trust you guys, but not all you guys. When I say chat, some people in chat don't like me because upset Kino Casino fans. Look, man. PPP and Andy Worski are clowns. PPP is so fat, he actually leaks. I don't know if people know this. PPP is so fat, he actually leaks poop fluid out of his bunghole. We know this because his roommate Surfer told us. And his roommate Surfer had to clean it up. Had to clean the toilet afterwards. Probably had to wipe PPP's ass. Very, very embarrassing stuff. He's a big guy. Huge dude. Okay? And Andy Worski's just a coked out fucking loser. But they have the most profitable show in this sector. And I'm starting to realize, based on the comments of that video, that a lot of their fans are probably in middle school, at least the mentality of middle school. Okay? So I'm not too bothered by that. Even if he is so fat he leaves shit all over the toilet. Yeah. You can't wipe, dude. He's so fat, other fat people bully him. Absolutely. But I notice, if you know that video I'm referencing, feel free to leave comments there to kind of balance it out or whatever. But I do see some of you guys there speaking the truth, knowing the lore. And it kind of reminds me, maybe in some of these Thorp streams, maybe we should take some time to revisit the sector lore. Yeah, I think it would help out in the future streams. So next week on Monday, because I don't stream on Tuesday and Wednesdays anymore. So I stream on Monday and then on Thursday. So I'll give you guys 2, and Sunday as well. But not this Sunday because I'll be coming back and stuff. I don't think I'll have time for that. We'll see. Dip your toes back in the sector. I haven't really left. Never really left. I mean, Thorps are kind of sort of related. Not really. I mean, they had a sort of run in with Ethan Ralph, but I think what we'll do is revisit certain PPP clips before we get into the Thorpe stuff. Yeah, like sitting here, I'll just watch the clips that interest me of Jody D. Because the truth is, like, the Keno Casino, they cover a lot of stuff. And some of it is kind of like, you know, what's going on with this guy? You know? But then, of course, knowing how they cover it, they're only going to cover, like, they may leave out stuff. So it's like, okay, well, like, what's the truth? What's the real meat and potatoes of this? Axel and Shaggy lore has progressed a bit. Man, I don't know if I want to get involved with Axel stuff again. King of Pole will be back soon. Well, maybe King of Pole and I should just get off the fence and do a stream together. Honestly, I think if King of Pole, like, I see some similarities between me and King of Pole. I think he sees the same way. We don't really talk much. We haven't really talked much at all. We kind of do that dance of like, how invested are we going to get? But I think I've definitely been much more professional as far as like personal drama. Like, you're not going to find any videos of me doing gay stuff, like hardcore gay stuff. Supposedly there's a video of King of Bull sucking a dick. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. I'm not sure. But if King of Pole would want to do like a stream with me, it was like a test run, I could purse it. I'd be cool with that. We could do it like a Friday thing. Oh, the Council of Evil. Alex Shill Jones. Alex Shill Jones is referencing the Council of Evil. I did not want to be in that. Apparently, people could just invite you in, and you can leave a group. They'll just invite you in. You leave a group, they just invite you in. I was like, I don't want to be in here. I even told Axel, I'm going to betray you. And then for some reason, I had it in my head that I was like, okay, I'm in this group. Let me try to get friendly with Axel. I think Cog talked about a little bit of some stuff I said in the group. And I would say some things to try to like be like an undercover cop, try to like be friendly with Axel so that he could trust me. Which I don't know why. And looking back at it, that wasn't even needed because he did trust me for some reason. He did not think I would leak the whole log. So I didn't even know how to do that. You know, someone, I'm not mention their name. People call me Rat, but I'm not gonna rat out those guys. Okay. I'm not gonna rat out those that are important. Cog is autistic. Yeah, he could have figured out that I was trying to like be like undercover agent, undercover cop, try to figure out what's, you know, try to be, you know, friendly with Axel to try to get some information. And but I ended up just dumping the whole thing. I didn't even really know what was all in there because I barely paid attention. And the truth of that typical snake man behavior, yeah. Exactly. But I even told Axel I was going to snake him right from the beginning. So he knew. I guess he didn't trust. I guess he didn't believe I would do it. Or I would know how to do it. I mean, he's right if he thought I didn't know how to do it. I just Googled. How do you just what was it? Discord logs, like how to just reveal it all. And apparently there's a bot that does it, and it just dumps it all. I had no idea about the diary. That did screw over Dymo. I had no intention of doing that. That was collateral damage. And I didn't even hate the Dymo like that. I thought the Dymo was just an interesting character, kind of riff off of every now and then. But it screwed him over. Yeah. I don't know. But if you guys ever go to my own Discord, you'll see that I'm barely even there. Someone will comment or say something, and I might get to it later on. Because, like, my Discord settings, they're set to no notifications, so I'm never notified if anyone talks to me, because I don't want to be. I don't want that. That's the last thing I want. The Dymo, yeah. Is he still gone? Has he come back yet? More importantly, this channel has been pretty much about the Thorps lately, and what are they doing right now? Deadman has the trump card. He's mega docs. The band-aid was pulled off for him. Oh. There was that stream I did on the motorcycle. Remember that, Rissa? I was like, screw it. Because I really don't have any skeletons, man. I like, dude, people may not believe this, but I'm kind of just an average guy. Whoever now and then will do like, yeah, what, the big baby thing? Dude, the big baby thing was something I did when I was fucking drunk. And I lost a bet with my co-host at the time. His name was, what was his name? Can't remember the guy's name. Back in the day, Deadman's Home podcast, long time ago, it was me and this writer guy. No one knows about this lore. There's no way you would know. Because that podcast is on Spreaker, and Marchese was the name. That's right, Marchese. And we had this feud about profanity. He didn't like how I would just have F-bombs left and right on the podcast. I was like, okay, I'll make a bet with you. He's like, okay, if you lose the bet, you gotta wear that bib. You gotta put a pacifier in your mouth. Take a picture of it. Okay. Will Marchese, something like that. Yeah, W Marchese. And well, I lost the bet because at that time I was just cussing like crazy. I don't really cuss much in these streams. Dash fan says she's lost. I'm getting into lore that no one knows about. No one would ever know about. Why would you, right? Deadman doesn't have too many skeletons in his closet, but he has big. But he is big boned. Yeah, that's right, Rizza. All right, I'll do $5 shots. Okay, $5 shots. You guys want to do that? Susan, Rizza, Alex Shield Jones. For you, I'll do a $2 shot. Okay. I know you're operating on a budget. Let's see if we get more stories out of me. Oh, I don't think the Snell betrayed me. I was actually wanting that image to come out, to have that moment. I wasn't going to reveal that image myself, so I shared it to any woman I interacted with on Discord, and it was like a test of truth, a test of trust. If the image got out, I knew not to trust it. But I gave a specific image because there was multiple images I took that day. So when I lost that bet, I did put on the bib and the pacifier, and the lighting was great, and I took like 3 pictures. There's 3. There's one you guys don't have, will never have. No, wait, no, then I took 4. $5. Buy me a drink because I'm on holiday. Thank you. And I shared one of those images with Shalyn Snell. And the other one was some chick who I don't even remember. Some stupid chick that I think the guys, when I say the boys, they know who I'm talking about. The boys of Chinatown were messing with Bex. Here's a shot for Rizzo. Ooh. Ugh. That's 4 shots. Let me hydrate. Keep on going like this. I'm going to drink some more water. And so that's my only skeleton. It's not even a skeleton. It's not a skeleton if you put it out there. Here, have this image of me. Oh, if it leaks out, then I know I couldn't trust you. Which funny though, both those images came out. So I learned I can't trust Bex, and I learned I can't trust Snow. Not with intimate stuff anyway. Anyway, anything new about the Thorps? Anything new about the Thorps? Anyone else want to partake in shots? I saw Grace was on a dating stream. Oh, I never send my dick, dude. I saw Grace had Lalo on again. Hmm. They went live last night. Lalo was on, right? And Thorp lore, man. Some of the people commenting on the Keno Casino video, or the Ethan Ralph video, are so stupid about the Thorp lore. They think I'm a Grace simp, which is like couldn't be further from the truth. I was never a Grace simp. If anything, I'm more like that uncle, not the pervy uncle. The whoa. You give me some Japanese chicks, I might be kind of like, whoa, hey, what's going on here? Okay, I'll Japanese or Mexican, either way. No, I don't think Grace is attractive. She's not attractive to me. I could see how others could find her attractive, but I don't find her attractive. Yeah, I never sent for her, but have definitely been around for a long time. And that was a $5 super chat. If we get 15 more dollars, the shirt comes off. So there's that. Try to motivate you guys. I know every streamer's kind of like that, huh? They ask for money. Ask for money. Everyone asks for money. But the shirt will come off. The Thorp brother was in the chat and they were arguing. Oh, that's great then. Definitely would have checked that out. All the time, who cares? That's right, all the time. That's right. Was it Dead Man do what I do? Laugh at those comments. I had a big channel. I got caught a secret Jew. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. No, I do laugh at them. But I find them so stupid because they don't know what the lore is either. Which, what's his name? Schizo Spud has been going over the old streams. And I forgot that I was pretty much a season 1 villain. I forgot about that. Season 1 villain. No one ever remembers the season 1 villain. They get lost. Because the Thorps have had a lot of seasons. And some great seasons. I mean, they're running with Darius. They're running with Destiny. The Dalmatian Dog. The Dalmatian Dog RV stream. Going to LA. Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of great seasons. And that's how I see the Thorps. It's really, for me, it's like, I said this many times, Hormaxer, forgot about Hormaxer. The Hormaxer stuff. The Hormaxer pisses you off? Hormaxer should piss you off, Susan. Oh yeah, D-Dog is a never-ending saga, Alex L. Jones. He still claims he never simps for her, but he's in denial. Dalmatian Dogs is in denial. Okay. He definitely simps for her. There was a reason why he went to the RV. There's a reason why he wanted a goodbye kiss. I just wanted Grace to wise up and realize she could do something better without her dad, like many other people. I like my chat with Courtney. That was a good one. That was a good stream. I remember that stream. That was good. It got weird at parts, but overall it was pretty good. If there was a stream I would like re-upload just to make it like a new episode, it would be that one. Ben is a king? Well, he's definitely a king in the Thorp universe, for sure. And being that I, pretty much an orbiter of the Thorp universe, I see myself as my own king, though. The kingdom of the graveyard. How much of a kingdom? Everyone's dead. I'm the only one alive. Except for you guys. You guys come to the graveyard and we chat. I'm not sure how that works. You know, the low-cow graveyard is really just a stupid joke. But might want to start that low-cow graveyard and talk about Becky Boop. She's done. She played herself. She got played by Keem and beat his wife, Mike. Wife beat her Mike. White Claw Keem and wife beat her Mike. Do you have autism? Just like a little? According to online tests, I do. But the online test was a scam. They kept on trying to like bill me for like bullshit. And I got out of that real fast. Becky is old too. Yeah, she's old. How old is she? In her 40s? Becky's messy. Look at that. My face is autism coded. It's kind of a common Texas face. There's a lot of autism in Texas. Alex Shell Jones. There's some large women that would look good skinny. Becky's not one of them. Oh, man. Nice sneezing. Man. Are we doing this? We're doing this, King. King, you want to partake in shots? $5 shots. $5 shots. Patron here. We're just doing a chill stream. I'm in Sandia, Texas. Everyone, we already had like a morning pool run. So now we're just kind of just chilling. What will I do for $1? For $1, I'll put the shades back on. I do need to drain the lizard in a little bit, but I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I could just literally just go over there and take a piss and no one ever know. It's great. I love it out here. I love drinking all day. Let's do it, man. 20 for a pecan? Well, that would violate TOS, but I'm a grower, not a shower, so it might not. And boy, is it a grower. A true measurement is when it's hard, anyway. Not get into that. Not get into that. But Becky Boop, man, she played herself. Got a chat full of L's. She branched off from Keemstar, supposedly still working with Kid Behind the Camera, the doer Queen Supreme. Lied about that. Was raking in all sorts of memberships and money, left and right. Called Keemstar the devil. Say he's Satan. Say she's not going to work with him again. So she starts her own thing. Gets people on there like Savage. Who's the other chick? I don't know all their names, but Roxy? The grandma? No, I'm not hard right now. Nah, man. You want me to get hard right now? I need to see some like Japanese titty streams, okay? Creep behind the camera, that's right. Wife beater behind the camera. Not good, man. You never need to go handsy with your wife. I mean, I had a shoe thrown at me once. But I like it when my wife gets mad at me. The fire in her eyes, the passion. I love that. I love that. I love that. Not even joking around. I love that. And then whether the kids are there or not, yeah, business is happening. We obviously close the door and say that we're doing our taxes. Close the door, be like, Mom and Dad are doing their taxes now. We're talking about taxes. But anyway, yeah, Becky Boop was like building something for herself. And she had, I was saying, oh yeah, man, Becky Boop is going solo. She's doing something on her own. I was duped. But I did give myself some wiggle room. I did. I always do. Especially with people I can't trust. And I don't fully trust the Keemstar people, Keemstar orbiters like Becky. So I said if there was any proof that she's working with them, like hard proof, I would definitely entertain it and look at it. And hard proof came out. So then that changed. For sure. But she played herself. Because as soon as she had an opportunity to come back to Keemstar, she did. And then she was fired right afterwards. And I think that was a legit firing. I hope so anyway. But with the Keemstar shit, you never really know. But RZA, that wouldn't happen. I mean, she'd be beating me. You'd pay $5 per punch for her beating me. But it wouldn't be a punch. It'd be a chancla. Okay? It'd be a chancla. I know how to dodge, though. I'm a big guy. I might not seem like I move fast, but I can move fast, okay? I can move fast, dude. I got a few fast movements in me. Then I need to take a breather for cardio, you know? That's right. I know how to move. I know how to dodge. I might be able to catch him. Catch you in the air. Catch him. I won't throw him at her. I'll throw him to the dog, and the dog will chew him up. Her dog, by the way. That's all the story. We've been streaming for an hour. I think I have another 30 minutes in me. Let me take a piss and I'll be right back. I'll come back and read what you guys say in the chat and we'll talk about that. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we'll talk about. So, be right back. All right, what do you guys want to talk about? Can we talk about the origin of my racial fetish? Grunting and peeing. Can we talk about wrapping feet? Oh, I'm not into wrapping feet. Let the Japanese women have their feet, man. Don't wrap the feet. I think that's a harsh practice, dude. Can I join the MDD Discord? Sure, if you send it to me. Like, I guess if you send it to me now, like an invite, modern day debate. Oh, shit. That's what that is. Okay. Yeah, I'll join that. I've seen some of their debates. Not very good, so should be good. Any other partakers in shots? I'm gonna raise the price. $10 shots, dude. $5 half shots. $10 full shots, $5 half shots. Yeah. Let's do some shots, man. Come on. Let's do some shots. Let's do another shot. Let's make that happen. We talk about who is in chat you would kiss? Sure, we can do that. The wife's not listening. It's just for chat. Wouldn't happen in real life. RZA. I would kiss RZA. On the lips, too. He would want it. He would want it too much. Which is exactly why I would do it. At first, he would be like, he would be on guard. Okay? But he'd be so drunk, he wouldn't know what's actually happening. Okay? And afterwards, he'd be like, let's say, N-word, did you just kiss me? I'd be like, I did. And the weird part is, I'm a little hard right now. And There might be some blood flow right now just talking about that. I think I would. I think I would kiss Riza without consent. Yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be in prison. Have a fancy shot. Okay, I'll have a fancy shot. Thank you, Ben Love. And that's full. I can show you. It's not glass. I can't. I don't think there's any way I can show you. Can I show you? You can't even see it. You can just tell by my facial expression. Awkward. Just getting here. Galdi, we're talking about who I'm going to kiss. I said I'm going to kiss. That was mean. I said I was going to kiss Riza. But really, Galdi deserves the kiss. Oh, dude. Galdi and I need to meet up. And I'll totally kiss him. Absolutely. On the lips. Was it shot number 5? Oh, man. All right. We're good. We're good. Thoughts on age of consent? The age that they say it is. Okay. Which is kind of messed up. Age of consent in Texas is 17. But age of consent in other countries is like even lower than that. Oh, no. I say if you're like a dude like in your 40s, the chick should be like at least 25. Okay. If you're like 18 and you're with like let's say you're in Texas, age of consent is 17. If you're 18, you're with a 17-year-old, that doesn't matter. It's fine. Whatever. You know, makes sense. I don't think anyone would have a problem with that. That makes sense. If you're 18 and the chick is 16, that's it's a little young. You know, that's definitely not legal. So no bueno. If you're like in your 20s, if you're 25, see, the way I look at it is it depends on the age of the person, uh, age of the man, really. Well, of course, women, don't let them off the hook. There's a lot of creepy women out there too, a lot more than people realize. Back when I used to work CPS stuff, there was another division I was not in. You had to be like, you like was like special investigators, and you'd have to have some law enforcement background, and they would investigate schools, and what they investigated was a lot of teachers perping on kids. And I kid you not, you probably won't believe me, but a lot of those cases were women that you don't even hear about in the news because CPS stuff is like very privated. It's really hard to get those records. I don't even think you can FOIA that shit. I don't think you can. I really don't think you can FOIA that shit. Oh, we got people coming. The camera's on me. But yeah. So I don't think you can FOIA that shit. Lots of stuff is private. But I did learn in that moment that there are a lot of pervy teachers, and teachers are usually women, and we're talking about like kids that are like 15, 16. Okay, that's no bueno. That's not good. They definitely don't need to be perped on by someone who's like a mom who's just taking advantage of them. And let's be real. Let's be real for a moment. As a man, there is some psychological damage. It's hard to really explain it. There's psychological damage that happens there because think about this. Think about this. Think about like with Discord experience. Discord, like 40-year-olds, 40-year-old women. A lot of them on Discord, right? Imagine them perping on like a 16-year-old, right? But like the warped mentality, the stuff they say in their head, and then the 16-year-old has like this warped delusion of like how it really is, but that's not how it should be, and that's not how it's meant to be. It's meant for you to like when you're a young man, you should be looking at women your age. You should be trying to get them, okay? You should be trying to get with them, not with like. I understand they have like a fetish for like a MILF. Like when I was 16, I think the MILF stuff was all the stuff I used to watch. Okay, but that's like a fantasy. That's not anything good for you. That's not healthy for you. It's kind of like, I guess, the equivalent of like how like a lot of women. I don't know about a lot of women, but there are a good number of women out there. Of course, I'm basing this off my own experience of the women I dated and the books they would read. Well, books, I mean smut books. By smut books, I mean books that would have like stuff with like a lot of grape in it. Okay, they'd read that stuff. They'll get off to that stuff. But that's not anything that they. That doesn't mean that they. Even though they may have like a fantasy of that, it doesn't mean they actually want that. You know, and it's not healthy for them. It's not what they're really looking for. Uh, I think there's some similarities there, but to get back to the age of consent, um, it has to do with how old are the people involved in that. The age gap thing is weird to me. Like if there's like there's a rule about like you take like half your age, right? I mean, what was the rule? You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna be a little tipsy right now. Molested. I got 5 shots in me. Maybe it was 6 shots. I'll tell you that story. But definitely, if you're an adult male in your, let's say, in your 50s, oh, dude, that chick better be like at least 30. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Because those old geezers getting with like 18-year-olds popping Viagra, dude. Well, I might have been a kid then. I might have not known. So what do you say to that? Let myself. I had no idea what was happening. But the rest of that story comes out with this. I'm too sober for that. I'm gonna chug this water. Oh, you want to see a fat cat? What is that cat doing? Coughing up a hairball. Oh, that is gross. Oh, that is nasty. Oh, that is nasty. It's pure on. There's a catio over there. Look at this cat. Let me show you this cat. stream might pixelize for a little bit. Let me show you this cat. Oh, the cat's walking away. It's a big old cat. It's a fat cat. That's the boat. We don't really use that boat much because there's not really much water in the lake. What's my sign? Hey, Mackenzie, how's it going? My sign is a Leo, which explains why I'm addicted to this. Addicted to streaming. Take it to the Gulf of America. That's where it needs to go, with a big old flag. It's a nice boat. But I couldn't climb on it now. Or could I? Gonna move the stream over to the boat. It's not even doing anything. Then my parents will really know what I'm doing, huh? Getting drunk streaming. Yeah, I'm a Leo. What's your birthday so I can do your chart? Man, you're asking so much. You're asking so much. You can do a criminal background check on me. You're going to find out that I'm a felon. Never to women, though. I choked out this dude with my bare hands, and I killed him. I killed a man, guys. I killed a man. Just to see the lights go out in his eyes. I killed him. Never find the evidence. The hogs ate him. And I was a 13-year-old boy. August 11, 1983. August 11, 1983. Mackenzie, we're running a special. I'm doing shots today. I can't say that. I could say that if it's not real. Apparently, it's not real. Can you imagine 13-year-old me choking anyone out? I was scrawny as 13. I'm streaming over here in this vicinity. This one area. So I'm going to call you child number one. Child number one was asking what I was doing. We might go back in the pool. Yeah. If that's the case, I'm going to end the stream and go to the pool, but we got like 10 more minutes.
Yeah. I just put this
Oh
on.
man, I was diagnosed with AIDS. Oh man. I have AIDS and I might have cancer too.
That's not.
That's not good?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why do you say it like that? Did you like not know?
I didn't know.
Bad?
I didn't know I had AIDS and cancer.
Oh. You said it like you didn't know it was bad.
Yeah. Well, apparently I have it. Hopefully the cure is more Patron if anyone wants to partake. And then I'll be throwing around kids in the pool. Child number 1, child number 2, child number 3, child number 4.
Can we go in?
I'll go in the pool with you guys.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. all over your back?
Yeah, I did a little bit of the bottom, but I don't know what all that covers. So.
Okay. Did you do your shoulders already?
I did part of them.
But you kind of have the Mexican chin, right? You don't want to burn too much, right?
Still burn.
Maybe we could put some of that, was that lotion that you put on afterwards? Put some of that.
Is it good?
No.
Oh.
Oh, yes, it's very good.
Why do I...
You might have seen me afterwards. Later on tonight. Got a few shots of Patron.
Fuck you. I was inside with the sick kid most of the day.
Yeah.
Fine now.
That's good. Alright. I got more lotion for the small triangle right here.
Just cover it like, yeah, hopefully get in there.
Okay.
Underneath.
Get in there, underneath. Alright. Alright. There you go. There's the lid. Alright. So we're pretty much doing last call for alcohol here. Deadman is in trouble drinking? No, I'm not in trouble. We're in vacation mode. Vacation mode. Drink anytime, Rizzo. Get in there. That's right. You get in there. You have to get in and apply the lotion. How well is this microphone? Did you get all that? Oh, you all heard? Okay, that's good. Anyway, last call for alcohol. Any partakers? It's going to be in a stream about 10 minutes. We'll do... I say that. I might give you guys another 30 minutes to make it like a 2-hour even thing. We'll see if this is interesting to me versus throwing around kids in the pool. Throwing them into the deep end is very fun. But I make sure they don't drown. I'm there to get them. I don't know. I'm good with kids. I'm great with kids. I totally forgot what we were talking about before. And it doesn't even matter. Did the kids abuse me? When we're in the pool, yes. I wouldn't call it abuse though. I wink. We play like zombie, where I'm like a water zombie or whatever. Try to tickle their feet or something. Tickle their feet. They try to get across to the side. All they have to do is squirt me with water guns, and then just like, you know, overreact, make it fun, and pick them up and throw them in the deep end. And then if they're struggling, put them to the side. I mean, it's easy to manage, even with a couple shots of Patron in me. I think the wife would have liked partaking in shots. We can do that later, maybe. I'm a little pale for Patron. Well then, let's change that. Come on, let's do it. We'll do $10 shots, $5 half shots. Gifted memberships will be full shots, and then I could chug this thing for like, I don't know, $2. So there you have it. That's the menu. What'd I say? I'll chug this for $2. These shots for $10, half shots for $5, and there you go. You're off to modern day debates listening to Thorp's. Ah. Well, while he's gone, what sort of debate could we get into here? What do you get for 500? No one's donating $500, dude. $500. I don't know, $100. I don't know, man. That's a lot of money. I guess I'll just have to continue drinking until something happens. Like put this up my ass or something. No. Can't do that. How do I feel about Shaggy? Shaggy is a potential school shooter. Yeah, Shaggy should definitely be paid attention to by the FBI. And Shaggy is the sort of person that would be used by the FBI, probably the CIA, to do some sort of local, like poo-poo at a place where there's a lot of kids. So school. Oh, you'd pay for that, huh? See, you'd pay for the redneck gay stuff. Redneck gay. I'm not gay. I'm just redneck gay. It's different. It's different. I swear. No, Shaggy's not a Fed, but he'd be used as an asset. Lies. Shaggy is the true king of the sector. Words like that, Gotti. I just want to give you a kiss. Gotti, you and I are going to have a one-on-one private stream. I'm going to do a stream, just send it to you, it'll be private. Watch. The way, play your cards right, man. I got 5 shots in me already. Around 8 o'clock tonight, I'll do a private stream. I'll just give it to Gotti. I'll do something super gay. But 5 shots, that's not going to happen. 6, 7 shots, maybe that could happen. Do I think Shaggy is a Fed? I think I already answered that question. No, he's not a Fed. He could be used as an asset though. Not the same thing. Not really the same thing. Who are the hottest women in the sector? I don't really look at women like that, really. Especially the women in the sector. Who are the women? Grace? Courtney? Who else? Who are the other women? Let's set the women, because I don't really remember the women. Who are the women in the sector? Are Japanese not women? No, Japanese are definitely women. Japanese and Mexican are definitely women. But they're Mexicans are spicy. Japanese are just more they're very, I'm going to say timid. But you got to get them out, you know? No, no, they're not animals to me. No, 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 no. I'm not that sort of guy. You're trying to make me like some sort of like woman hater. No, I'm a woman lover. Woman lover here. I love women. Just I love some women more than others. Are we doing this shot or not? I'll pour the shot, but I'm not going to take the shot until it happens. Because someone's going to make it happen. It's even a half shot, too. Alright, so let's make it happen. Let's make this last shot happen. What about black women? I actually have been watching a lot of bleached content. You know what that is? That's where black women get railed by white dudes, and they love it. Yeah. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of that. Not today. I think on Wednesday I was watching some of that. But that's kind of like some of that has to be like more psychological than anything. I mean, think about this. Thomas Jefferson, American hero, right? Thomas Jefferson, legendary. He definitely got involved with a lot of slaves. He knew what was up. Okay. There's a lot of stories about that man. Anyway, last shot. Let's make it happen. Come on. Come on. That's right. Alex Hill Jones knows. He got jungle fever, Latina fever. Yeah. Jungle fever's pretty hot. Like in The Walking Dead. In The Walking Dead, when Rick was getting with Michonne. Dude, that was fucking hot, dude. That's fucking hot. Top 5 kinds of women. Alright. Japanese, Mexican, any flavor of Mexican, really. I mean, you could put like Brazilian there, Colombian, all that's there. There's not really enough ethnicities to make it like top 5. White would be like the last. Which, maybe I'm just jaded. I don't know if I can do top 5. I can do top 2. Maybe top 3. Japanese, Mexican, and then there's the black woman. But that's kind of like taboo. I've never been with a black woman before. What did Whitey do to me? This was one of my first exes. But I'm too sober for that story. I'm too sober for the molestation story. Dash Fan 911, like, feel free to throw in like a couple bucks and I could take the shot and tell you the story. One of them at least. I'll gladly tell you the story. I will tell you in full detail. In full detail of what happened to me. I'll let you know. I mean it. Or maybe you'll be lucky. Maybe someone will give some memberships. Maybe not. Maybe you'll never know. Didn't want to dox myself. Oh, you would have doxed yourself. I don't dox people. I don't dox anybody. So you don't have to worry about that. I'd rather keep those things separate. But here we have it. We're itching on a story, but I can't tell it. I think what I'm seeing there, we got a gifted membership. There we go. Ben Love, thank you so much for the Ben Love. Thank you. The gifted membership. Here we take the shot. Okay. I'll tell you the story. You want to hear about the molestation? Man, there's a lot to tell. I'm trying to remember how old I was. I was in grade school, elementary. I want to say third year. I was young. I was young. White girl story? You want the white girl story or the molestation story? Which one? Which one do you want? I'll let Ben Loves tell me which one she wants because she's the one who gifted the membership. Don't worry, I'm gonna be around for a long time. I'm not tapping out anytime soon. So we got plenty of drunk streams to go. Do whichever. Whichever isn't fake. Neither one of them is fake. Okay. White girl story. Okay. So one of my first crushes, like first real girlfriends, was this white girl named Jenny. Which is odd because that may or may not be the name of my wife. But anyway, I was in high school. And we met at the anime club, which is weird, right? Kind of weird. There's girls at this anime club. This anime club was like, it was not school affiliated. It was like, I would just meet with these guys, and there was some chicks there, and I was more interested in the chicks. This white girl, and she had a giant ass, and great thighs and stuff. Like, man. And I started talking to her, and she lived in Sugar Land, and I started going on dates with her. It was good, but man, I was like a hopeless romantic at first in those days. Just like a Dalmatian dog sort of story. Really, if he was honest, I was with her on the first date. I forgot what movie we watched, but I told her I loved her, which is like the wrong thing you should do, right? But I was like, I was in high school. I didn't have a lot of dates. I had some weird encounters before, for sure, like sexual. I could tell you later. But so that happened. I told her I loved her. And then so she lived in Sugar Land. I lived in Pearland, Texas, about an hour away. So I'm not just going to go over there just to see her. I'm going to go over there and spend time with her. I did that. That was great. Went over there and spent time with her. Her parents were home. That's TMI. I don't really have to go into those details. Kind of already know what happened there. But then I had this friend named Eddie Vickers. His name was Eddie Vickers. Okay. Around this time in high school, I wanted to start a band. Okay, I wanted to be in a band, and I played guitar, and Eddie was the singer. We're still high school days, okay? but he had a coke problem in high school. A coke problem in high school, and but that's not really important to the story. It's more important to his character, if you will. One point, I was at my house, and for some reason, I got a call from Eddie, and Eddie was telling me that Jenny wants me to see her. I was like, why does Jenny want me to see her? And I heard a girl in the background. He was like, because Jenny's here. I was like, uh-oh. He's like, yeah, Jenny's here wanting you to see her. And if you don't see her, I mean, like I got the implications. I I can hear her kind of giggling and laughing in the background. And I'm sure Eddie, he was a very charming guy. He was very charming, and it was all like you need to be here. The fact that you're not here right now, like she needs you, she wants you, okay? And if you're not here, and I was like, at that point, I was already defeated. I was like, really, we're doing this? I mean, I spent time with her. Her parents were home, and you're doing this? How are you even at Eddie's house? How do you even know about Eddie? And I called her up, and I talked to her. I was like, how do you know about Eddie? She's like, you told me about Eddie. It's like, yeah, I said his name, Eddie Vickers, but I didn't think you would find out where he lived and go to his house and be there. I didn't think you were going to do that. But she did that. And I was like, what are you doing? It was like, so she went out of her way to find this guy who I only mentioned by name, find where he lives, go to his house, be with him. And I'm like, and this is supposed to be like, you want me to go to you? Like, and that's when it was like, the white woman will use others. They will fuck others just to fuck you over. Like, they see that as like a way to get back at you. If they're hurting for a squirting, they'll get that from anyone. And maybe she really wanted it from me. Maybe she really did. But the fact that she got involved with Eddie, I don't know if she really did get involved with Eddie. Maybe she didn't. Maybe it was all just like a tactical move on her part. But it failed on me because I was like, I'm not entertaining that. Like, if you're gonna look up where someone lives and figure that out and get involved in them, then I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing that. And then she got at me because she didn't remember. I didn't remember her birthday. And then I didn't say like happy birthday to her, or give her anything on her birthday. I was like, I'm sorry I didn't remember your birthday. What? You went to this dude's house. And you didn't even know where he lived. You had to figure that out. The head games, yeah, definitely head games. So that's thank you, Ben Love. So like, I guess I got the impression that like white chicks will play head games, as if Latina women won't, right? They'll play head games, but they'll play a different kind of head games. It depends on what. Anyway. Yeah, Latinas throw punches. But you heard the story. That was the last drink of the stream. Glad I was able to tell that story. Clip that out, whatever. And that's pretty much it. I will get my wife a drink and join the kids in the pool. What would I like to do with all white women? I mean, white women are fun to bang, sure. Like, but I'm not that guy anymore. Just banging whatever. I'm a married man, and what I want to do all white women? Nothing. Wish them well. Hope they figure it out. And I know this is not this one woman is not like all women, you know. So there is that. But now I'm gonna get my swim trunks and get back into the pool. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. And yeah, have a good one. I think I achieved the goals here. Didn't make it to 20. Didn't get to take off my shirt. We were so close. So close.